I thought about sharing how I started off, the journey, how I discovered how to play this game and which players and what videos really helped me. So I was thinking about all that, and I thought, let me make a small video, for beginners, where there's already a great amount of work that has been done by a lot of players who started off early. And they've made some videos, they made some tutorials. We also have our Empires and Puzzles forum. So I thought I will just make these small videos and just tie them up as a beginner where somebody can just use it as a ready reckoner and see a portion, make some notes, go and look up certain things because there's no point in me redoing the whole thing and so on and so forth. I would rather share where I learned what and how what helped me to play this game better. So I don't know how it will be received, but I will acknowledge each person by name whose parts I do go and put this in this video. And it's also a promotion for them where beginners will go there and maybe subscribe and like their videos, which will benefit them in whichever way possible. So here we go, kind of an idea. So this is the Lion Roar page. Okay, off late he's been promoting a lot of other games, and he has rebranded himself from Nittany Lion Roar, which he was earlier, to Lion Roar Gamer. Now, I will not go into what he's doing. That one can check in one's own way, but you click on the playlist, you get these, and scroll all the way down because he started off, with Empires and Puzzles, I would like to assume. So here is the beginner's guide to Empires and Puzzles, where he has done some good amount of work. For introduction, he's spoken about heroes, maps, quests, events, raid, various resources, essential materials. He's also done talk, and these are all small 7, 8, 9, 6, 4, 3, 7 minutes. So they're not very long, and he has covered everything: training camps, forge, crafting, troops, barracks, how to join an alliance, Titan hits, wars. So basically, you get the whole thing. So you just land up over here as a new player, and you are able to look at all aspects. Basically, he's done some good amount of work, and a good shout out to him because this really helped me understand the game. In my early days, I would say the first few weeks, I started checking. He's also, um, done certain other videos where he's done Titan hits. 10 Empires and Puzzles hack was something that I remember seeing in about first month of my starting the game, which was in I think January 2020. 28th, I think, December 2019, I started. I downloaded the game, and somewhere in January or maybe February, I don't know, I saw this particular video, which just opened up a lot. Then, summons and all that. These are much later, but the key is this one. um, Top 10 empires and puzzles life hack, and it really gave me a lot of good ideas. Then there are quite a few videos he has done of fighting wars, tile movement, and so on and so forth. So that can be seen at your own leisure. Is Anker's channel. He, I think, in Empires and Puzzles content making has the highest subscribers, and I think he's one of the early fellows to start a YouTube channel for exclusively for Empires and Puzzles. And he's done some good amount of work, so he's worth checking out. And he's done a lot of hero rating, hero talks. He's also done lots of videos, and in many cases, he has redone videos of the same hero in terms of analyzing heroes, rating their relevance and use in tournaments, on Titans, and so on, so on defense, on offense. So all those aspects. And as you go into the playlist, you'll be able to see a lot of stuff that has already been put in. He also does a lot of live stream where he discusses many aspects of the game. So he is somebody who is worth looking at. One thing I will say, there is a lot of simplicity when it comes to Anker. He does things in a very fairly simplified way, which is much easier to understand. I have also seen him to be very authentic and I also humble, I would say, which not that a player needs to be humble, a player needs to be just a player. So this is not a class of humility, but there is that sense of humility that I see which connects with genuinity. And it simplifies things when one is trying to learn from a particular source. Anchor during his live streams also answers questions. So it's worth looking at this particular channel also. There's a lot to learn. He's also made videos for beginners like Lion Roar and also Spock. I don't know if Spock's video is available free or it's behind the paywall, but Lion Roar and Anchor's starter videos have been are fairly available, so one can really look at this one also. Sanada is another YouTuber whose videos I started seeing very early. He's also been, he mainly does summons, tournaments, war videos, and so on and so forth. And occasionally he does those raids where he aims for some higher ranking and stuff like that. So, how do I do a search of his, some of the early ones? So I will go and check, okay, of no use. No. So yeah, when you see this is the playlist of all his pulls, summons, so one can get some kind of an idea as to how does the summons work. Then he has done some events, so he's done the final stages of a lot of events, and I think this is the one which is about Titans and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the Titan and final boss. Okay. Okay, so I think going into the videos, some of the early videos I remember seeing, and one video that really sparked things for me was uh, about Gazelle, how he was doing raids about Gazelle, and that really impacted my play because I was very lucky to have pulled Gazelle, I think sometime in February from Teltalk, and I was very disappointed after pulling because she was not a hitter. And so I had just left her alone, and I was leveling up heroes that would hit hard. So I was basically paying attention to that. It's really hilarious. Early days, the kind of things that happen. And then I saw his video on Gazelle, and I was just blown. Then over the next 1 month, I leveled Gazelle till 370, and I used her almost every day, everywhere. And my winning percentage went high. And then subsequently, I got the match materials, and I was able to ascend Gazelle fully. My first holy hero to be ascended to 480. And since that day, and that must have happened, I think, in March or April or something like that, 220. Since that time till now, my win percentage has been very high. And all of that I attribute to Yukimura Sanada's video on Gazelle. He was raiding with Gazelle. So these are the kind of things that get sparked, and certain hero play really opens up for new players. So he is again a good tile mover and plays well. So worth checking out. I came to this channel fairly later in my play. I had learned quite a bit. I was already fairly independent. I was on the forum and I was getting a lot of ideas, sharing certain thoughts and ideas. And then I chanced upon this guy, Mr. Spock, his channel, and saw that he does a lot of hero analysis, like this one, Sobek, and various other. Again, there is a Kara analysis over here. He also, his specialty I noticed was a lot of hero testing and war videos. So I spent some amount of time on his channel, seeing the war videos, what is the logic that he discusses, and so on and so forth. Of course, I think for the last 2, 3 months, he's become more like pay to play channel, which is fair. Everybody has a right to decide how they would like to operate their channels. Still worth checking out because the quality of his content is, I would rate it as fairly decent. So whichever newbie wants to is open to paying can explore this particular channel also, because there is value in this particular channel. YouTube channel Dator, I would recommend. For some reason, she has been off the grid since the last, I think, 4 months. But she has done amazing, amazing work. Again, mostly she has shared a lot of her war videos. Earlier, she used to do a little bit of summons also. But I'm going to go into the playlist to see what all stuff is there. So it's primarily war videos. And okay, so there are some raiding videos. And okay, so it's not in the playlist, but I would like to believe it's there on in the videos. If you scroll down, you'll find some good information regarding heroes, regarding tile movements, how to play the game more efficiently, raids. So all that information is very much there in the videos below. And you'll see some real good stuff over here. So this is another one that I would recommend. Dater. I hope she's fine. Actually, she does. She's the leader of the of one of the top ranking groups, the Avengers. So she is fine. I think she's just not making videos, I guess. One YouTuber player has really done an amazing job. He collected data over a year and is mainly concentrating on on creating information and guidance on how various heroes perform on defense when it comes to war defense, and that also almost matches up with raid defense. So, but mainly war defense, because there are different formats, and he has collected a lot of data and has done a lot of analysis, and I would say very smart and clever analysis. And he started off with primarily, discussing different war formats and the defense formations, how teams, various kinds of team combos worked. And then now he has started, after doing those early videos, uh, here it is, year-long war defense study. Then he did the equalizer. He also explained the survivability rate. So it's fairly simplified. One just needs to watch. Then he did on attack boost, rush wars, undead horse, arrow barrage. And then after that, he started, discussing an analytical view of various heroes individually on war defense. I found a lot of value today. I would say in the 28th or the 29th month of play, when I look at this, all that he has discussed from a war defense perspective. I have been doing some of the things when it comes to these heroes. Like I have Elizabeth, Garnet, Frigg, Krampus, and I know how I've been positioning and where in what position I've been using Frigg or Elizabeth. So very interesting discussions, and I would really highly recommend this one. For better understanding of how the defense combinations work, and as he shares more about heroes, there'll be better understanding of what hero works and what kind of defense in which war format. So he is somebody that I have subscribed and I regularly engage with to understand various aspects of war defense, and just hero on defense. One thing I would like to add, there's nothing complicated or high tech about all this. The only important thing is these channels have done some amount of work and they have shared. So that reduces the discovery time that a player will go through by discovering by himself or herself. And hence, when one gets a better knowledge about how to play the game, how to move tiles, which hero to position where, the experience of the game improves. And that's the theme of me sharing. And that's why I look at fellow players, what they're doing, and so on and so forth. Uh, a disclaimer, I'm not promoting any channel. I'm sharing where the channels that I visit. One, I would say it's a gold mine for me. Source of information and also interaction with fellow players and the community is the Empires and Puzzles community forum. It's something that I would recommend to any new player starting off, or any player who's not there. Okay, one doesn't need to obsess about it, and it's completely up to oneself how much time and what one wants to engage with. But this is a great space for seeing things as one as the game progresses, and there's a lot of discussion, there's a lot of community fraternity that exists, and one can create new topics. One can look at topics category wise, and look at the latest topic. You can do a search as per the new, what I have not read, and so on and so forth. So, and as you can see, there are so many things that happen over here. There's an alliance recruitment happening. There is, forum member Bonhomie through, we write various things. Then there is a discussion on various topics which are very important and are current. Then there are hero, discussions happening. There is beta discussion happening. Then there is some fun happening, like ducks are broken and need to be nerfed. Then, one can just express oneself and share anything. You'll also notice there's a lot of bugs that get reported on this particular page. So this is a place where one can come and check things out. I can tell you from my experience, many times people who are sharing about heroes, about some techniques on their YouTube channels, that many of those techniques have been already discussed over here, if not days, if not weeks, or maybe sometimes even a month before them talking about it on their channel. It is still, picked up from here, or at least has been discussed over here. So a lot of information comes over here because this is the place where a lot of raw data is shared by players who choose to write or just choose to, express a little bit. They don't go on a channel and record a video or an audio and so on and so forth. So this is a very highly expressed space, and I would recommend to any new starting Empires and Puzzles player to look at this particular space. You'll enjoy, and you'll form some nice, um, you know, player friendships. I have had all kinds of experience over here. I've had arguments, I have had my comments liked lots and lots of times. I have enjoyed quite a bit of friendship. I've also been scorned over here, told off over here for certain comments because I express according to my style. And that's what this space is. There is a fair amount of fun that one can have. And I have been also given a name by somebody. I still have to find out who has done it, but somebody has given me a name, and I am called Dancing Controversial Topic Creator. So that's the name I have in the forum. So we have all these kinds of fun also. And this is the part where one sees wherever any topic of mine or has been replied or liked, or wherever there is a mention of me, anything which is connected to me, it shows up over here, and I can actually go through and get updated and so on and so forth. So I would recommend the Empires and Puzzles community forum for players, to get your updates about many things. You get your updates about the game. When Small Giants announces something, you get to see it directly over here. The calendar comes over here, and various, like the latest version of software that got updated is clearly over here. So everything is the game informs over here. So it's worth being present over here, to get your own direct latest information. To my game page, and I just clicked on one of the Mystic Vision to finish that off. I mean, this is what I wanted to share. That these are some of the pages which is possible to just Google and check things out. Why did I share this? There's a very simple rationale and a logic for that. Um, I noticed that on Facebook or various other spots, people have questions, and many of these questions, answers to many of these questions are available, whether it is about heroes, whether it's about playing, how to move tiles, how to play. I mean, all these things are available. All that one requires is to check these various YouTube videos and various other searches at your own leisure, at your own pace, and at your own patience. So I would request you to have fun. Um, as of today, I'm still learning. That much I can clearly share. And I keep discovering. And now that I have started my own YouTube channel, which has been lying defunct for almost 2 years, I am noticing as I share, there are many things that I keep discovering. And that's what, philosophically put, life is about. And this game is no different. So I would wish every new player a warm welcome to the game, and enjoy and have fun, because this is entertainment in today's era, and why not? Take care of yourselves when it comes to various aspects of the game, but don't miss out on the fun. Cheers, and thank you very much for watching.